Hi there, I'm Daz, and in this video I'm going to be obtaining the Conjure Flaming Familiar spell tome. Now I'm right at the start area of Highgate Ruins. There we are on the world map. There's Dawnstar, there's Solitude. You can see I've not discovered very much in this game so far. Now, the Flaming Familiar is not a particularly great spell, but I am aware that some people will want to collect every spell in the game if possible, and this is actually the only way to obtain this. It cannot be bought from a merchant. So I would suggest that you make a save as soon as you enter this place, because there are quite a few things that can go wrong during this mission. So here we have a Nord wizard called Anska, and you can speak to her and she will ask for assistance in clearing this dungeon, at which point, if you agree to help, the quest A Scroll for Anska will begin, and yeah, you'll fight your way through the dungeon with her, and she will offer you the Flaming Familiar spell tome at the end if you complete all of the necessary tasks. You can actually refuse to help her if you start the conversation. What I'm going to do is ignore Anska altogether. I'm just going to fight my way through the dungeon alone. This is because I am using a conjuration spell that is quite likely to aggro Anska, and they'll end up fighting each other, and we don't want those messy situations to occur. So what I'm going to do is fight my way through to the end as quickly as possible, at which point, when I've cleared the dungeon by defeating Vokun, the dragon priest, Anska should magically appear, and then she'll start talking about the scroll, which will allow me to obtain the Flaming Familiar spell tome from her. So let's get on our way, waste no more time. Let's fight our way through here very quickly. We should be able to get through in 3 or 4 minutes, I would say. I'm only playing on Adept difficulty. And I'm going to run past some of the enemies. So obviously this is not going to be a detailed walkthrough. So now we have a little puzzle to solve. We just need to flick these levers in the correct sequence, which is eagle, whale, fox, and snake. Onwards we go. And we are in the catacombs already. I'll kill this one just because it's very straightforward. I'll conjure Minerva once more. She can provide a rearguard action. So I'm going to leave that soul gem there, which will inhibit the Draugr from emerging. And we're almost there already. A couple of powerful Draugr to deal with. And levers to flick. Right, this is the daddy of this little zone. And now we get to tackle the boss. I'll summon him over again. And now Anska should appear. And she has, right on cue.
Is that magic? It's probably meaningless to you, but according to family legend, it links our bloodline back to Iskramor himself. Until next time.
Right, so I will, although I'm not too concerned about the loot in this area, I do want the Vokun mask, so I'll pick that up.
There it is, on the table.
I'll also collect the Word of Power, just so it's not constantly pestering us. And now, here we have the scroll, and as soon as I pick this up, that should actually trigger the mission then, a scroll for Anska. Yes, it has. Everything is working well.
Yes?
There is no point holding on to the scroll, it is of no benefit whatsoever,
I
so
cannot thank you enough for all of the help.
we may as well give it to Anska.
And here's a little something for helping me out.
So there we are. Let's have a look at this. So there is a spell tome. Summons a flaming familiar which will charge into battle and explode. It actually only lasts about 6 seconds, and if you're not careful it can cause more damage to you than to your enemies. I have Conjuration dual casting, so hopefully I can get this to stay up for about 12 seconds, long enough for me to get a thumbnail with this in shot. And yes, I hope this video has been useful. As I say, there are various ways to complete this mission. I opted for the quick route, but as long as you saved right at the beginning, you should be well set to get hold of this spell. So here goes. Right, that didn't work too well, did it? Thank you very much for watching. I'll try again. Bye bye then.